Congratulations on this brand new EP. We've been playing the single on our show, and now I've heard the EP, and it is absolutely amazing. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I'm stoked to hear that people are liking it. You know, you finish up a cycle, you know, like a writing and recording cycle, and you think, okay, we've done a good job, but you don't know how it'll be received. But yeah, it's been received well so far. So yeah, awesome to hear that you guys like it anyway.
Did you feel a little bit nervous about how people would receive it? Because of course your first EP was so well received, but then we had a pandemic in the middle of all of that. Did you feel a bit nervous with this one coming out?
I probably did. I did a little bit. Maybe not that it would be received badly, but I think just the whole world just really did change. You know what I mean? And then it was just like probably just a little bit nervous to get myself back out there again. You know, like obviously I'm frothing at the mouth to do it again, but you know, just sort of building the new momentum and you know trying to pick up where we left off and. Yeah, you know what? We just had the thing recorded or half recorded for so long without being able to release it and finish it that my head was spinning, you know. But I'm very pleased now, though. Very pleased.
That must have been pretty frustrating. How did you guys feel that time when it was almost completed, but you couldn't complete it?
Well, I mean, for me personally, in lockdown, I spent a lot of the time. Actually just really played music, you know, and not necessarily primitive music. I can only speak for myself, but I mean, we all kept in touch and everyone was very keen, but the way that I got through it, you know, like I really just lost myself in my instrument, to be honest, you know, and I guess I experimented with stuff that I usually wouldn't have the time to, and so that was actually good, you know, it was actually... Well, I was able to find a bit of a silver lining, I should say.
Yeah. So one of the things that really hits me with your sound, and it's been there from day one, is it's really hard to put you guys into a genre, which I love. I love when a band is like that. Was that something that you guys kind of set out to do at the start, where you didn't want to feel constricted by being placed in one genre? You wanted nearly every track to sound different?
Yeah, well, I guess there was... We definitely... strive to be original for sure. You know, I think that's always a good thing. Not that there's anything wrong with just a little bit of formulaic music. You know, like everyone just has their bands that might sound like other bands, but you still like them anyway. So we strive for originality, but I think the main thing is too, while we all have bands that we like as a collective, we also have our own, you know, fast influences. And I think that's just all of that coming together, you know what I mean? To sort of create one big pile of shit. I don't know.
I read somewhere as well that Tim said with this EP, it felt like you guys were a lot closer to perfecting your own sound as well. What do you mean by that? Like, did you guys actually sit down this time and say what you wanted with your sound, or did it just kind of happen organically?
I think it was just more organically, as in, I think we were really proud of the songs that we wrote for the last EP, but I think we grinded them out, you know, like there was, we were sort of feeling our way around in the dark a little bit, whereas this time, like, it just seemed like we had ideas, but we did the majority of the writing together in a studio, which was really cool. But no, and exactly, it just felt more organic. We just churned them out quicker as well. You know, like we still spent a lot of time on it, but it just seemed to happen more organically, as you said. I don't think I can use a better word than that. So.
Yeah. Did you feel that there were themes coming through when you got together for those writing sessions? Like, was there's something that you wanted to say with the music, or a reoccurring theme that you guys found that you were writing about?
Look, like, do you mean lyrically or musically or both?
Yeah, both, really. Yep.
Yeah. So the first song that we wrote for the EP was Broken Hands. And we've had that song going for a little while. But yeah, I think I think with everything that was going on in the world, for me it was just pure expression, you know, for myself personally as the drummer. Like, it was really just expression, you know, and just letting it all out, because, you know, there was so much so much unknown going on. But yeah, I think theme-wise, yes, I think that we were just that frustrated, wanting to make a statement for sure. Yeah.
A lot of people, like I said, have fallen in love with the new single with the Rats and Snakes. What was it that you guys were exploring with that track, especially with that title? It's such an interesting title.
Yeah, it is a really interesting title. So that song is, I think it's just it can be interpreted in many ways, but just kind of about like being, I guess, stuck in the swamp of life and trying, being there with the rats and the snakes and just trying to navigate your way through it, whatever that means to you personally. But
yeah.
Just the dangers and whatever else of the world.
You mentioned before that you guys were nearly completed with the EP and then the pandemic hit. Did you guys have to change the way that you recorded the rest of the EP, or did you kind of just wait until everything opened back up before you headed back into the studio?
Well, I think so we recorded drums first, and then we had the drum tracks for like almost a year. And obviously went back to the same studio, same guy, Chris DeMalco from Monolith Studios, and then so we did the guitars sometime later, and then we had to wait again because of another friggin' lockdown for to do vocals. So I guess things did change, for sure, which maybe aided us. I don't know.
A lot of people have said to me that they actually had more time to think about their tracks during that time, like it kept on going over and over in their head when they couldn't work on it. Was that something that you guys found as well?
Yeah, well, look, I can't speak for the other guys because I recorded my stuff first up,
Yeah.
But no, actually, yeah, I lied because I did record drums post that first lockdown, or sort of in the middle of like when we had like a 1 or 2 week gap in between lockdowns or something. There was something I can't remember. That whole period of time is just a blur for me now, but as everyone else. But yeah, so yeah, we did have that extra time to work on it. Just trying to think. Sorry, what was the question again? Sorry, I've just got home from work.
So were you all kind of like thinking about like how can I change that track because you couldn't head into the studio? You start to think about it more and more, and then by the time you do head into the studio, it sounds that little bit different to what it was going to if you'd recorded it right at the start.
Yeah, no. So the tracks were, so we had gotten them to a point where we were ready to record, and that's when shit hit the fan with the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would say there were minor changes, but not drastic changes. Like Tim had a lot more time to work on his lyrics, and look, Frankie probably had time to perfect his guitar solos. Quinny might have got a bit more creative on the bass, but for me with the drums, I didn't have a lot of time, but it probably just meant that I was more well rehearsed. So when we got in there, I was able to sort of smash them out. Like I didn't go in. Well, yeah, maybe I did because I didn't go in there with like 8% of a track in my mind, and then I worked the rest out. Like I had every note. I knew what I was playing. So.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, I guess we perfected it. I was able to perfect it. So yeah.
So now the EP is coming out on August 12th. What have you guys got planned for the rest of the year? Because we know you guys are amazing live. So what's the plans after the EP comes out on August 12th?
So we're hoping to do a release show in September, which is going to happen, but we just sort of can't really give any details of yet. But it will be in September. Just waiting to finalise a few things, but that'll all be announced soon. And then I guess after that we'll just try and hit the ground running. We'll see who's coming over to the country. Maybe we can support some international acts. That would be great. We love doing that. And we'll just, I think we're all pretty hungry, so I think we'll kind of just play wherever people will let us.
Definitely. Well, mate, we are going to play the single again on our show right now, but what would you like to say to everybody out there not only before they listen to the single again, but before they actually go out and grab With the Rats and Snakes as an EP.
I'll probably just say that if you don't like this EP, it must be because you like shit music. No.
Hey, it's true.
I would just say if you like fat grooves, chunky riffs, heavy vocals, fucking bass in your face, then yeah, I think you'll dig this. I really do. You know, we put a fucking lot of work into it, so give it a go. If you don't like it, fair enough, but I reckon you will. If you like heavy music, I reckon you will.